G'day One More Fly Squad, my name is Jaden, welcome back to my channel. We're at beautiful Queenstown. Today we're going to fly Air New Zealand A320neo from here to Melbourne, Australia. It's really windy and cold, so now without further ado, let's go check in. Queenstown Airport only has one terminal. For non-stop international flights, you can go to Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane and the Gold Coast. We're now at the hustling and bustling check-in area. Within the next few hours, you've got plenty of Virgin Australia, Qantas and Air New Zealand flights to Australia. Air New Zealand only offers business class on wide-body aircraft departing from Auckland. Despite that, Air New Zealand offers premium check-in at Queenstown Airport. It's for those Star Alliance Gold members and also premium passengers connecting via Auckland to overseas. So we just completed the check-in with my Turkish Airlines Elite card, which is Star Alliance Gold. Today, before my flight, I've got access to the Air New Zealand lounge. That lounge is located within the domestic air side, so I'll have to clear domestic security. And when it's finally time to board my flight to Melbourne, I'll have to go outside again, go through international security and immigration. This lounge used to be located on the land side. That was the case 2 years ago when I was here, so now it's become a little bit annoying for those who got an international flight. But at least it doesn't take too long to go through security. In the Air New Zealand lounge, they offer a wide range of buffet options. In a cold section, they've got a selection of sandwich, cakes, vegan and meat wraps, and cheeses. They've also got a selection of hot food and soup, including roast beetroot soup, curry and pasta. For wines, pretty sure everything is from New Zealand, including the sparkling wine. This lounge has a coffee station, and their chai latte is really good. This is oat milk chai latte. This lounge is indeed a comfortable place to relax and eat before your flight. Considering how this is just a domestic lounge, they've set the standard quite high. For those who want to take a shower, there are shower rooms available. Even the toilet cubicles are huge, and it has a sink, so you can brush your teeth here. I do like toilets like this, especially at a busy airport, because sometimes I don't need to shower and it feels like I'm holding up the queue. But I still want privacy when I brush my teeth. We arrived at the airport quite early today, so there's time for a second round, and also for the chai latte. When the barista is busy, you can place your coffee order on this iPad. So this is the international airside, we can see it from the lounge. We'll be there in a second. Our aircraft has just touched down from Melbourne. It's a 5-year-old Air New Zealand Airbus A320neo, Zulu Kilo November Hotel Bravo. And it is now at the gate. We should go through security and immigration now. Gate number 7 for our flight NZ265 to Melbourne. As there were quite a few flights to Australia, we had to wait for about 10 minutes for security, but there was no wait at the immigration. Most travellers were eligible for E-Gate. The international airside is busy, so we just stood at a gate like impatient people. Thank you. Oh, easy. Thank you. My seat today is 1F, a bulkhead seat. 2 years ago, I flew Air New Zealand A321neo from Queenstown to Sydney. You can check out that report for a regular seat review.
Down, darling.
No, I just want to check it is shut.
On every seat, you'll find disposable earbuds.
You've got to say it properly, don't you? I went last week for the first time ever. Not last week.
For seat features, at every seat, you'll find a personal TV. Air New Zealand installed TV on short-haul international aircraft.
Absolutely, we don't do that. That's a lovely smile.
If you're seated at row 1, your tray table is inside the armrest.
Hi, darling. You are on an aeroplane, you sure are.
Finally, every seat has an adjustable headrest.
We have very short crossing time today of 2 hours and 53 minutes due to there not being much headwind. We've just been advised by Air New Zealand, who have been liaising with Melbourne, that we do need to delay around about 10 to 15 minutes before we depart, so that they have a gate ready for us in Melbourne, and so we're not sitting around on the other side there stuck on a taxiway. We'll try and get away earlier. We've asked for another update from Melbourne, but at this stage looking at pushing back at 3:45 or just a little bit before that. Taking off to the northeast and a left turn. We head south, we gain some altitude, then head across the Tasman at 38,000 feet. Pretty good day for flying. A few light bumps expected on the way across, and to greet us at the other end. 11 degrees in Melbourne currently, a light northerly wind on the ground, and clear skies. The other pilot at the front day is Justin Love, and a great team looking after you in the cabin, led by Amanda, assisted by Megan, Nasayan and Chanel. I'm flying across Tasman, so I'll talk to you a bit later in the flight. Amanda's about to make some important safety instructions, and we do ask that you listen to those carefully. Look, it's great to have you aboard. Please make yourselves comfortable and enjoy our Air New Zealand service.
Whoa. Why don't we visit some of these places?
That way, you can see them for yourselves.
Are we going to be in a safety video?
Oxygen masks will fall from above. If you're wearing a personal face mask or face covering, remove it before fitting your oxygen mask.
It's pretty wonderful. Your life jacket is within easy reach. It's under your seat.
Queenstown Airport has some of the most beautiful approaches and takeoff. Enjoy!
Take care when opening the overhead lockers, as items could fall out. Enjoy Wi-Fi free of charge for the duration of your flight and stay connected while you fly. Information about our arrival into Australia will be played shortly through your entertainment screen. If you are feeling unwell and have a fever, cough,
to protect the human environment, wildlife, farming and whatnot from dangerous.
About a year ago, you would need to pay for in-flight entertainment on short-haul international flights. Since then, Air New Zealand changed the fare structure. In-flight entertainment is now free of charge for all passengers. The movie and TV selection is pretty good. It's an easy TV to use as well. In-flight service starts about 20 minutes after takeoff. Coffee, tea, juice, soft drinks are free of charge. For alcoholic beverages, It depends on your air ticket. It's free for some people, not free for me. If you're seated at row number 1, there's so much legroom that your neighbours won't have to stand up when you want to access the aisle. Hello there, welcome on board Air New Zealand A320neo Economy Lavatory. So we're the one behind the cockpit, and there are also 2 more at the rear of the aircraft. Pretty tight, as expected. The wall is pretty interesting here. We've got this wallpaper, I think, of different types of native New Zealand butterflies. Is that even real? Wow, it's like a real clouds pattern. Quite interesting. And of course, nothing's more interesting than a Coke. There's also a bottle of face moisturising spray and hand wash. They also play music in the lavatory. Air New Zealand is one of the first airlines to install USB-C chargers. And I'm pretty sure they're the first airline to offer free Wi-Fi on international flights. It's unlimited and rather high-speed Wi-Fi. Little bit laggy sometimes.
Braised New Zealand lamb shoulder with roasted kumara and minted peas, or the chicken thigh marinated in teriyaki with stir-fried vegetables and egg noodles.
The crew are about to begin the meal distribution. Today on this flight they're offering lamb or chicken. My airfare today is a seats-only fare, so I don't get a free hot meal, but I'm entitled to more free drinks and free snacks. The crew offered to top up my OJ, and I also got a sparkling water. The snacks were rather good as well.
So now is the perfect time if you haven't filled out your travel documentation. Also, if you want to use the bathrooms, as shortly they will be out of use. The crew will be coming through the cabin very shortly to do a final rubbish run. So if you want to check your pockets, check your bags, make sure you're taking no fresh fruit or anything like that.
As we begin our descent into Melbourne, the crew gave out free lollies. I could stare at the engine all day.
On the westerly runway there, and made good time, as mentioned earlier. Looking at having you outside the gate around about 4:50 PM local time. Time in Melbourne, if you were to reset watches, is 2 hours behind New Zealand. It's currently 4:26 in the afternoon. Weather there currently temperature 10 degrees, just a light northerly wind on the ground, and mostly clear skies. We can make out the city and the airfield from here. Just being well looked after by Hamana and the team. On behalf of the entire crew, thank you for choosing Fly Air New Zealand on this Alliance network. We wish you all the very best for your time in Melbourne, or wherever your travels may take you.
We've started our descent into Melbourne, and I'll quickly conclude this trip report right here, right now. Our journey today started at Queenstown Airport. We were able to use the Air New Zealand regional lounge before our flight. It was a very good lounge, catered for short-haul passengers. It was because all the food they were serving in the lounge, I decided to skip the meal on board, and that saved us a lot of money. For the airfare today, I paid 331 New Zealand dollars. It was already quite expensive, that's why I didn't want to pay for food and other things. The seat was quite comfortable, it came with a TV and headrest. It was a very modern design. There was also a USB-C point. Our crew today were incredibly friendly. They were chatting with each other, with our passengers, and always topped up our drinks. My experience with Air New Zealand today was splendid, from the ground to the air. So that's it for the conclusion today. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and share. If you're new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe and bell button, so you don't miss out on another trip report coming out every Thursday. After landing and disembarking, I'll show you a vlog of Melbourne. See you later. Bye bye.
flight here in Australia and your bags have been checked through to that flight, then follow the signs for international transfers. After passing security, check the departure screens for details of your next flight and ensure that you are at the gate an hour before departure.
Here's a Cathay Airways 777. Be sure to check out my trip report on this aircraft in economy and business. We're now going to get to the hotel in the city centre. The airport bus is really expensive and I just checked the prices. For the two of us, it was cheaper to get an Uber. The way it works in Melbourne airport is that you order through the app and then you line up to get on the first available car. So unlike the usual process, you're not assigned to a car. This works quite well, I think, in a busy Uber pickup point, like most busy airports. We're staying at the next hotel in Melbourne, not too far from the Parliament. It's part of the Hilton Group. I'll now do a quick room tour. So you've got this open wardrobe. There's a free umbrella for you to use during your stay. When you check out, you don't need to head to the desk. Just leave your keys at a visible spot. So we got a rather large king bedroom. I really like this layout. So you've got the desk behind the bed. But this layout only works when you've got a big room. On this side, you've got coffee and tea. Here they offer tea bags and tea leaves also. 3 kinds of pillows. Definitely not the brown one to sleep on. Not sure whether I'll use the rectangle one or the square one. There's an executive lounge downstairs. They have fried shrimps and oysters. Six for 4 and I, we're both craving Hong Kong food. We're gonna head to Chinatown. We went into Woolies for no reason. So here's Chinatown, one of the longest in the world. We're back in the room. We're gonna have some peppermint tea. Welcome to day 2. This is a very interesting cafe. So if you're sitting outside, you just look for a crate, a milk crate. We're gonna do some sightseeing today. So here's the State Library of Victoria. We wanted to see the ocean, so we came to St Kilda. We're now at the St Kilda beach. Probably the most beautiful beach I've ever seen in my life. You can tell right away I'm not a Melburnian because I pay my fare. I like. So that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching my vlog and trip report. Hope you enjoyed both of them. A big shout out and thank you to all my patrons and PayPal me members for your contribution to my channel. I'll see you next week. Bye.